In this video, we're gonna go over all the top secrets that the top creators on TikTok are using in order to grow. If you wanna know how to get more followers on TikTok, then trust me, you're in the right place. Each one of these secrets that I'm about to go through, I'm gonna pair it up with an example from somebody that I've helped grow from over 0 to over 1 million followers in less than 30 days. By the end of this video, you're gonna know everything that you're doing wrong on TikTok and the changes that you need to make so that you can get more followers on TikTok too. And please, make sure you stick around for the last secret because I'm telling you, it's going to be the most important. That being said though, every single one of the creators that I'm about to mention, and there's gonna be 4 of them, all have a unique secret that they've been tying into their content. And I think that if you combine all 4 of those into your content, you'll see way more growth than these creators did. And like I said, they all gained over 1 million followers in less than 30 days. So the 4 creators that we're gonna highlight in this video are Klondike, Patel, Carnival, and Devin Rodriguez Art. I've helped all of these creators gain over 1 million followers in less than 30 days, and they're all in different niches. So I don't wanna hear, oh, this only works for one person or that only works for one person, because trust me, these things work across all niches. I don't care what niche you're in. This video is gonna give you the secrets that you need in order to skyrocket your growth on TikTok and get way more followers. First up, Klondike went from 50,000 followers to over 1 million followers in just 30 days by implementing a few simple secrets. When he originally approached me, he was actually apprehensive about what I was telling him to do because of a couple reasons. First, he didn't want to post as much as I wanted him to post because he was about to go back to school. And then secondly, he had already had some success and he wanted to know whether or not I could really take it to the next level. But to make a long story short, the biggest thing was that he was about to have a really busy schedule with school and he didn't want TikTok to interfere with that, but he did want to grow and replicate success on TikTok. That being said, we were able to find a happy medium in his schedule, obviously, which allowed him to grow over 1 million followers on TikTok in just 30 days without putting in that much work. And now, I'm not saying he didn't work hard, I'm just saying he worked really smart in addition to working hard. Originally, he was creating content very similar to what he's creating right now, but I wanted him to focus on a few things in specific. Here are the 3 changes that we made to his content and how he put out content, which made all the difference in him growing 1 million followers in just 30 days. The first change that he made was putting way more emphasis on the first 3 seconds of his video. I really helped him hone in on how to hook somebody in the first 3 seconds because guys, that's the most important part. You guys are focused on making a 60-second video, a 15-second video, a 30-second video. The emphasis needs to be on the first 3 seconds because that's what's actually gonna get somebody to watch it. In those first 3 seconds is when somebody's gonna decide whether they're gonna keep scrolling or they're gonna go along for the story which you're about to tell them in your content. And no, I'm not literally saying tell a story, I'm just saying tell a story throughout your content. That doesn't mean that you need to actually tell a story. Secondly, he started producing way more content. He was only doing 1 piece of content a day and I got him to 5 to 6 pieces of content every single day without doing much more work. Had he not posted more often, he would have went viral less often, he wouldn't be as good at making TikToks, and he wouldn't have related to such a large audience which allowed him to grow 1 million followers in just 30 days. The key to getting better at posting TikToks and to have more viral TikToks is actually to post more and produce more content. And no, that's not an excuse to post 20 times a day of horrible content. You guys should not be focusing quality for quantity, but you should be able to post 5 to 6 times a day no matter what niche you're in or what kind of content you're making. Next, we're gonna go over Patel. And I do wanna emphasize my relationship with this creator has been very up and down. We started off, he only watched my YouTube content and he actually made 5 different accounts because he thought that TikTok hated him, and every single account he would just make a new one because he thought that's what he needed to do to go viral. Eventually, after taking my advice and watching a lot more of my content, he realized that he just needed to make better content and needed to stick to 1 account because making so many accounts was actually hurting his reputation with TikTok. Since then, he went through a 30-day period where he gained over 1 million followers. This is how he did it. The biggest lesson that you could take away from him is that the audience is never wrong. If you're producing content, you're not getting a lot of views, you're not getting a lot of followers, it doesn't mean that you suck, it just means that your content wasn't good enough. There's gotta be something wrong. It's not just, oh, TikTok hates me, I'm shadow banned, this, that, the other. It says you're doing something wrong. And I do wanna emphasize, because seriously, it's not a reflection of you, it's just that your content isn't that good. And I understand a lot of you guys put a lot of time into this, but again, you need to work smarter, not just harder. In his case, he needed to push the envelope more. The hook wasn't that good, and to be totally honest, the content wasn't that good. I'm not saying that it has to be totally original, it's gotta be based off of what is already trending on TikTok, but you need to push the envelope a little bit more. He started to do that with his prank content and boom, his followers took off. The best way to do this is to remember, if you're making a 60-second video, you need people to remember you after that happens. That means you have to bring more emphasis to things. You really have to push the envelope. If other people are doing pranks where they're doing something a little crazy, you need to really push the envelope on that. And this goes for any type type of content, for comedy content, for information content, for anything, you need to be trying to provide as much value as possible. If that means you're giving information, you gotta give them the real information, the same way that I try to do on this YouTube channel, which is why I've made so many videos about things that other creators charge you for. If you're doing POV content, it's gotta be a better POV, it's gotta be more relatable, it's gotta be a better sound, it's gotta be more emphasis brought to it, better lighting, all of these things. And if you're doing comedy content, hell, it's gotta be funny. That's how you build trust with your audience. That means the next time that they see your content pop up, guess what? They're gonna watch that whole entire video because they know that they're gonna get some sort of quality out of it. The third person I want to highlight is Carnival. He's done an absolutely amazing job taking advantage of the trending sounds and the trending music that comes up on TikTok. In the beginning, he grew over 1 million followers in less than 30 days by doing something really simple. He was making mashups of all the popular songs on TikTok. I know, I say it's really simple, but yes, it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that with music. It's hard to do the mashups, and he did a phenomenal job at it. The biggest thing that you guys could take away from him is that no matter what kind of content you make, you need to be putting in trending sounds, trending music into every single post, and this means you need to pay attention to 3 specific areas on TikTok. First, what sounds and what music the top creators are using. Second, the sounds and music that keep coming up over and over again on the For You page. You have to learn how to recognize patterns. And then third, you need to pay really, really close attention to emerging artists, emerging trends, and trending sounds that are on the sound part of TikTok. And don't forget, like I said, I don't care what kind of content you're making, you need to be putting trending sounds, trending music on that content, even if it's at 0 volume, because that's gonna make TikTok push out your content to people that have engaged with content that had that sound or that music before. This will help you signal to the TikTok algorithm what audience you should push your content out to, and naturally, it's gonna increase the amount of views that you get. This is a win-win for both you and TikTok, because TikTok knows people stay on the app longer, and you know you're gonna get more views from it. Finally, and I think most important, is at Devin Rodriguez Art. He just grew over 1 million followers in less than 48 hours via my mentorship program, and honestly, every time I make a video about him, I release a video, and he's got another 100,000, another 200,000 followers. I think he's at like 2.4 or 2.5 million right now, which is absolutely insane because just 2 weeks ago, he only had 20,000 followers. And he has done so many things right and seeing so much success across the board. He gained 200,000 followers on Instagram. He got verified. He got featured in CNN article. He got featured in Snapchat. He got featured in so many different things. He's sold tens of thousands of dollars worth of paintings. If these are results that you want, you need to make sure that you implement everything that I just mentioned in this video and everything I'm about to tell you about what he's doing right. First, every single piece of his content begins with a hook and then tells a story. A lot of times the hook is actually just him telling you what's gonna happen by the end of the piece of content, and then he takes you along for the ride. If you wanna know how to really hook users in, how to tell a story throughout your content without having to tell a story, but actually making a video about it, you need to watch and study his content. I'm telling you, this can be done for everything. Comedy, information, anything. You have to be bringing people along on a story. And I know that's something a lot of you guys struggle with because I get dozens of DMs about it every single day, and I think his content is the perfect example of how you tell people what to expect in the upfront, bring them along for the ride, and then guess what? If you incentivize engagement at the end of that, they're gonna follow you. In addition to that, just like Carnival, he makes trending sounds and trending music a part of every single post, even if he puts it at 0 volume. And most importantly, he takes advantage of reposts. Guys, his most viewed video ever, over 40 million views. This is the video that helped him gain 1 million followers in just 48 hours. It was a repost. It was a repost of his best performing piece of content. If you're not reposting your best piece of content, you are making a huge, huge, huge mistake on TikTok. I cannot emphasize this enough. When something is successful, you need to keep doing it, you need to keep posting it. And then fourth and most important, you guys need to make sure that you're incentivizing people clicking the plus sign in every single video. Had he not done this in his content, he would probably have 20,000 followers still. The reason that he gained 1 million followers in 48 hours is because that video with 40 million views got people to click plus at the end. That being said, one secret that every single one of these creators had in common, even though they were in totally different niches and each implemented different things, every single one of them found something that worked and then they kept doing it over and over and over again. You guys have to realize that is the secret to growing really fast on TikTok, and it looks different depending on how many followers you have. For example, if you're less than 1,000 followers right now, anything that you could get over 1,000 views on, you need to keep doing that, you need to keep doing that, you need to post that as much as humanly possible. If you're less than 10,000 followers, again, anything that gets over 1,000 views up to 10,000 views, you need to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. If you're less than 50,000, you should be striving to find a video that gets you 50 to 100,000 views, and then boom, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. I'm not saying repost the same video over and over and over again, but repost the same video every day, recreate the video, see what other themes you can add add that video into. And if you have more followers than that, like 50,000 plus, you should ideally be trying to find several pieces of content that you could do this with. In most situations, you want a piece of content that you know will get over 100,000 views. In addition to that, once you get over that 500,000 mark, you might want to start to think about things a little bit differently. You want to start thinking about how you can make money off of TikTok. And in a lot of situations, this means driving people to YouTube videos, to Instagram, to a product or something of that nature. And odds are those videos just aren't going to get as many views as your other videos do. So you will start to see a decrease in views, but then you have to change up your strategy where maybe like 2 posts a day are for growth and then 1 post a day is to extract some value out of that and try to make some money off of it. Nevertheless, if you guys are struggling to grow on TikTok still, I strongly suggest you get into my mentorship program or my accelerator program. All the creators I mentioned above have all taken part in one of those programs and they've seen an enormous benefit from it, and so many others have too. My favorite part about both of the programs is that I'm guaranteeing that I can help you grow on TikTok. If you don't grow in the 30 days with the mentorship program or the 7 days with the accelerator program, I'm gonna give you your money back, no questions asked. If you wanna get started with that, all you have to do is click the link in the description. But if you don't want to do that, I continue to watch the rest of my YouTube content. I give away so much information for free. I'm really trying to provide you guys with as much value as possible when it comes to growing on TikTok.